Hey there everyone, Dr. Beth Westy here, and I wanted to pop on and talk about if your hormones are not regulated, why this can be one of the biggest leading causes for you not only to gain weight, but really struggle to lose. Oftentimes when we're looking at getting the right, weight loss, this isn't just about, oh, I want to, look a certain way. Okay, sure. But it's more about getting your body to function better. You feel better in your system. You know that, okay, yep, this is a normal response, reaction, that type of a thing. When your system is flooded with inflammation, when you have a lot of stress or your hormones are off, you're going to have issues with your cycle. You're going to have issues with your mood. There's going to be certain times of the month where you feel like, I don't understand why I'm reacting like this. Oh my gosh, I feel like I have no control over the response that's just like coming out of my body, because your mood goes out of control. But it's not you, right? It's not you. It's just things just skyrocket because your hormones are completely off, right? So I want to go through and talk about some of the most common things that I see, when I go through hormone testing for women, that I see shift and change as we work together in the 12-week challenge, which is really fun. And I'll talk about some of the results that the gals are getting. If you are not on the wait list, here is the link to get on the wait list for the 12-week challenge. Last round, the 12-week filled up within 24 hours of this registration being open. The only way you can get to registration is through the wait list. You also learn a ton of great info on the wait list. Learn more about your body. Get started with some things. Start to make some tweaks and changes and notice the benefit. Yeah. Super, super fun. So when we're looking at hormone regulation, okay, estrogen, progesterone, right? Day 1 is the first day of your period. Day 14 is about when you ovulate. Day 28 is when that ends. Now this is average, right? You can have a longer or shorter cycle. That's normal for you, right? You can have different things that happen throughout the month. Fine, right? But if your hormones are not regulated in this pattern, it throws things off. One of the most common things that I will see for women is that their progesterone levels, instead of being up here where they should be, their progesterone levels are actually too low. Now what that does is it creates an imbalance here for estrogen. So there's this huge difference in the amount of estrogen versus the amount of progesterone here. It looks like I'm just drawing a big eye, but I'm trying to show like the measurement here. Yes. Big difference there. So you're getting all these estrogen dominant symptoms. Heavy periods, really bad PMS, mood swings, sometimes clots, and then you get this weight gain that will not budge. Fatigue. Your body's going to have a hard time building lean muscle and maintaining it properly because you're going to build here and then it's going to break it down here. Build muscle, break it down. Build muscle, break it down. Because that progesterone cannot help you maintain it. Yes. Carrie, I'm in the middle of doing my Dutch test today. Yes! Awesome, Carrie. I know. I can't wait. Oh, it's going to be good. So you get all these estrogen dominant symptoms because progesterone is out of balance. Again, one of the most common things I see. You may have something totally different going on for your system, okay? But this creates a huge imbalance. For some women, it's not just that their progesterone cycle is low. It's that, let me erase this. See if I can, right? So it's low here. Let me use a different color. For some women, their progesterone, and then it goes, and it's really short. It's a short phase here. So you're getting a good amount of it. It's way late. Still too late to balance out those estrogens. This is one of the worst things to work with fertility too. Because you're ovulating, you're just doing it way too late, so that implantation cannot occur because cycle's starting over again too quick. Yeah. So it's all about shifting that, balancing things out, and having that hormonal balance be maintained as much as possible. When you are under stress, it affects how and when you ovulate. So that throws off the progesterone. Again, doesn't keep the estrogen in balance. When you're estrogen dominant, one of the most common side effects of this, so fun, guess what? Besides all the issues with your cycle or hormones or other things like that, weight gain. And not just weight gain. This isn't regular weight gain. This is the inability to lose weight. This is, I'm eating clean. Oh, gosh, I don't feel like, my one, fun meal a week should ruin everything. right? Like I'm eating really clean. I'm getting good movement in. I am tired. I do have these other hormone issues. Gosh, what's wrong? Oh, I can't figure this out. right? I was doing these things before and that really helped, but I'm doing them now and nothing is changing. Like nothing is changing. My body's not responding at all. In fact, some of these other symptoms have gotten worse. Like my energy has just gotten worse. Brain fog. Oh, yeah. Yikes. And the weight gain does not change. You may have like a week where you feel like, oh my God, I think this week is going really well. Oh, things are happening. And then the very next week you feel like, oh crap. This is going in the complete opposite direction. This is going completely wrong for me. No, not going to make it, right? So the weight gain is not just regular weight gain. It's not like, yeah, I was on vacation and I totally ate everything in sight, did not get movement, all that stuff, right? Yeah. I put on weight. I put on 10 pounds from being on vacation for 2 weeks and ate everything and drank everything in sight. Normal, right? Like, of course, right? Of course. This type of weight gain is not that at all. It is, I've been working my butt off for 6 months or a year or more, and my body's not responding at all. And only if I do something super crazy can I get it to lose a little bit of weight, but then it rebounds right back and I can't get rid of it. Yeah. So this is the type of weight gain we're talking about, and it's because these imbalance issues occur. Now there's more than this, right? This is just a few different examples that I wanted to go through and talk about, but there are more things that occur. So what do we do about this, right? Ooh, Carrie, good question. If you only test one time, how do you know the pattern of hormones throughout the month? They do have a cycle mapping test that I do for a lot of fertility things. Otherwise, taking a snapshot of a specific time of the month tells me what's going on because it gives me the metabolite pathway of what's happening in your system at that time. So you test at a certain time of the month. That's the most important time to test to tell me where your levels are at. Because if your levels are off, they're going to be off at that time. Yay. So much fun. Yes. So, oh my gosh. Yes, hormones off, weight gain, can't get rid of it. Oh, what do we do? What do we do? Right? It's not just about eating clean. It's not just about eating salads every day. It's not just about, those little things. Oh, I'm going to take a fat burner. That's going to help. No, it's not going to do squat. It's not going to do squat for you. It's about really aligning with your body. And the biggest thing is to work with your body physiology first. This is what we do in the 12-week challenge. Working with your body system, working with your hormones day to day, week to week throughout the month to make improvements. And it creates a big impact, right? It creates a big result. Does it happen overnight? No. It takes time. So keep that in mind. It does take time. But it's super fun. So a few different things. We're getting close to halfway in the 12-week right now for some of these gals that I'm working with, and so many fun things. So improvement in sleep, better energy. For some gals, they're like, oh my gosh, I'm just slimming down. I have a gal, she's like, I had to create another hole on her belt because her pants are so loose that she had to dig another hole on her belt loop. That's how many inches she's losing. Again, what are we focusing on? It's not restrictive. We're not counting calories. We're not cutting anything out like that at all. What we're focusing on is hormones in your body. Totally different way of going about it. Yeah. And when we're looking at hormones in a better way like that, you get to keep your results. There is even a gal, this is super fun, who is, she just told me this today. I talked to her today. I love this. Because I put a lot of info out there, right? I put a lot of content out there. So I have my book, The Female Fat Solution. This is on Amazon. I talk a lot about nutrition, matching hormone cycle, how women really burn fat. All that stuff is in here. This is available, right? There's my YouTube channel, which is Dr. Beth Westy, and then my podcast is called The Female Health Solution. Again, a ton of resources for people. So I have women message me, email me saying, oh my gosh, I've been following your stuff and I lost 20 pounds over the past 3 months on my own. Great. Just because they shifted and they were able to shift and change what they needed to, right? If you're having a hard time seeing and feeling those results or need somebody to walk you through the process and want it laid out exactly for you, that's what the 12-week is. And that's why these women get such amazing results. So this gal that I'm working with, she's doing great, like seeing great responses in her own system, right? A history of PCOS and some other complicating things. But her sister also has PCOS, and her sister's just been following this along. And I have this happen with a lot of women. They'll be in the 12-week, and then they'll say, oh, I live with my daughter. My daughter who's in her early 20s, and I'm in my mid 50s, so we're going to do it together. Great, right? Great. Following the same meal guide together, right? And her sister's just following the meal guide, and her sister's even noticing improvements. And her sister's PCOS. So she's slimming down, her belly's not bloated anymore, no more gut issues, losing a ton of inches, all this other stuff. And her metabolism is just picking up because she's noticing hunger cues throughout the day. Skin clearing up. All these amazing things happening just from following the right nutrition for your body and your hormones to help your system function better so you feel better. It's not a cheap trick. It's not a shortcut. It's not getting things to force to happen that you're not going to keep 6 months from now. The goal of going through all of this is to get your body to work better, to get your hormones balanced so that you can maintain this so much easier. And that if there are times where it's really stressful, or if there are things that happen in your life where you're like, oh my gosh, I'm having a hard time with this, I'm really worried about my cycle or my hormones, you know exactly what to do to maintain it so that this doesn't get thrown off and you get sucked back into this again. Because how many times have you done this where you force your system to lose some weight only to gain it back, and not just gain it back, but you gain it back and then some, right? Because what you did wasn't really working and healthy for your body to maintain. So, all right, I just kind of went on a little rant there, got excited about it. All right, that's what I got for you guys tonight. Please let me know if you have any questions. I'm here as a resource for you. My mission is just to educate women so you can get more of this information to start incorporating into your everyday life to see and feel these better changes. So let me know if you also have questions. If you've got questions on specific things here, let me know. I'm going to be diving more into the hormone piece, estrogens specifically, progesterone specifically. But if you've got questions and want me to do a video on something, drop it in the comments, send me a message. I'm more than happy to do that. But again, waitlist is open now for the next 12 week. Sign up on the waitlist. It does get capped. I do fill up for the 12 weeks. So if you're interested, get on that waitlist so you do not miss out. All right, have a great rest of your night. I will see you guys later.